Buenos días. Es la clase de español 2. Today we have a short intro on el pasado imperfecto. Okay, the first thing you need to know is that the past imperfect is used to talk about past events. But it's a little different than the past preterite. It's actually much easier. It would really make sense for textbooks to start you out in the order of first learning the past imperfect, because it is so easy you can start to do it in minutes. So let's look at some of the main points though. Main purpose is to state what you and others used to do. So you're giving background about something you used to do, maybe as a child, maybe when you were in middle school. Also, it's something you used to do repeatedly, but not with a specific time. So a specific time would be, yesterday I did this. If it was not specific, it would be more like a wide time frame. During my middle school years, during my childhood years, something that I used to do. Or something that happened in general. Alright, so now here's an example. De pequeña siempre hacía mi tarea. Hacer, I take the stem and I just add ia. Because it's an ER-IR verb, I take hacer and add ia for talking about myself. In the past imperfect, something I generally did. Alright, now next one. En la escuela, los niños jugaban rompecabezas. So if you have an AR verb, jugar, I'm going to use this one. And this is the suffix. I just take the JUG from jugar and I replace it. Now, actually, we're talking about more than one, so because I'm talking about more than one, I'm going to use an N at the end. So it's los niños jugaban rompecabezas. Okay, so you might take a moment to take a note on this into your notebook if you haven't already. AR verb endings for yo is aba. Tú abas. Again, it repeats for él o ella, aba. Also for ustedes, aba. Ustedes is at the bottom here, aban. And nosotros habamos. Habáis por vosotros. Let me say that again one more time, this time in order. Okay, so AR verbs in the past imperfect, aba. Tú habas. Repeats for él, ella, o usted would be aba. For nosotros, habamos. Vosotros, it's like ustedes, habáis. This one is ustedes, haban. Now I'm looking at ER and IR verbs. For ER, IR verbs, it's always going to be an ia ending. Ias repeats for él, ella, usted. Iamos, iais, ian. However, there are 3 exceptions. So the irregular verbs are ser becomes yo era, ir becomes yo iba. So there's just 3 exceptions. It's really a lot easier to remember than for past preterite. Let's look at some more examples though. El imperfecto pasado. So, like I was saying, ir is one of the irregular ones. And you can see where it's irregular because it doesn't have the same ending that we talked about here for IR verbs. There's a B inserted, and so you don't need an accent on the I on this one. Normally, on past imperfect ER and IR verbs, you need an I to break up the two vowels. So it's ia, like Maria, ias, etc. Okay. Now another irregular verb you need to take a note on is ver. Ver becomes veía. That one does need a accent or tilde. Veías, tú veías, él o ella veía, nosotros veíamos, veíais, por vosotros, veían. All right, now the last irregular verb to take a note on. Ser becomes era, eras, él o ella, usted era. So that third and first person do match in this tense. All right, éramos, erais, eran. All right, imperfect is often used with the following expressions. Muchas veces would be many times. A veces would be sometimes. Siempre is almost always. O todos los años, todos los días. And that's when you're giving background. You don't have a very specific time. Instead, you have a general time frame. All right, so now let's look at the next point. You can talk about yourself. You can talk about your family and your friends in the past imperfect. De niña, yo hacía muchos deportes con mi papá. Mi hermano menor casi siempre lloraba. A mi hermano no le gustaba perder en los deportes como béisbol o fútbol. Todos los años íbamos de Venice a Malibu por bicicleta. Okay, so I gave a little paragraph talking about myself when I lived in the Los Angeles area. And I started living there when I was 10 years old. All right, now I'm going to talk about when I was a teenager. So, in the next paragraph, start. Yo tenía muchas amigas de diferentes países. Algunas de mis amigas hablaban español y otras hablaban farsi. En el 8º grado nos gustaba hacer patinaje o ir al cine. También nos gustaba ir de compras. So if you've seen the show or the movie Mallrats, Clueless, any of those, they kind of describe the life of a lot of teenage girls in LA in the 90s. Here, again, I talked about myself and my family. I use the past imperfect. I didn't give a very specific time. Instead, I gave a general time frame of my childhood. Here, again, I talked about my teenage years. It's not very specific. It's general time frame. That's the reason to use past imperfect. All right. Any questions, please give me a comment, shout out. Thank you.